The all-important jobs report was released and the numbers came in significantly higher than expectations. I have all the details and the full report for you here in the video. Let's get into it and discuss what's going on. First off, can I ask you a huge favor of you? Please make sure to like the video with the big thumbs up button right down below. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Also, if you haven't done so yet, please make sure to subscribe to the channel as well. Again, with the big subscribe button right down below the video. Thank you so much. Really appreciate your support, and let's get into it and talk about it. All right, now earlier today we did get the all-important jobs number, otherwise known as the non-farm payroll number, which is released the first Friday of every month, and that just so happens to be today. So here we are in early October, but this is the September jobs report, and it came in significantly higher than expectations. In fact, analysts and the expectation was 150,000 jobs. That's what analysts were predicting. However, the number came in 254,000 jobs. So they were low by 104,000. So, right, this is significantly above expectations. Now, here's what else is important. The unemployment rate has been sitting over 4% for several months now. However, it did drop down a little bit, down to 4.1%. So that's currently the unemployment rate as of right now, or this most recent report as of September. So we're moving down there. And again, we'll have to see what happens coming forward here over the coming months, because remember, we're kind of in the time of year right now where there's a lot of hiring for seasonal work, right? The holidays are coming, and a lot of these different companies out there are starting to ramp up their payrolls to help with holidays, right? So again, not saying it's a good or bad thing. I'm just saying this is something we got to watch, kind of the seasonality of this, and we may be seeing some of that reflected here in this report as well. So good stuff, right? Now, some of the other details that I do want to bring to your attention. So the 4.1% as represented by the unemployment rate, that is called the U3 number. So that's like the unemployed percentage of people. However, there's also another number, which is the U6, okay? This is called the underemployed, okay? There's a big difference between unemployed and underemployed. Unemployed simply means, well, not working, doesn't have a job, whatever. Okay, underemployed means the person that wants to have, say, a full-time job, but they're working, 26 hours or whatever. They're working under the amount of time that they really want to. So they really want to be working a lot more, but they're underemployed, mean that they're just basically working, significantly less than they actually want to. Does that kind of make sense? Now, this number is significantly higher. Now, that was at 7.9%, but it actually eased down a little bit, down to 7.7%, okay? So that's still a pretty significant number that we do need to continue watching, because according to what we've been reading, and again, this is just kind of some of the information that's out there, is that there's a lot of people out there that may be, being let go or laid off or whatever the situation is from full-time work, and they're picking up, say, maybe like 2 part-time jobs at, say, 20 hours a week or 15 and 30 or whatever it happens to be, to make up kind of for the 40 hours that they, lost because of a full-time job. But they may also be earning significantly less than what they were at their full-time position. Does that kind of make sense? So this is something I've been reading about, and again, all of these numbers are something we need to continue watching, as, it's pretty important. Now, here's another thing that I find interesting as well. I always like to look at the revisions. So every time that we get this jobs report, we get basically a 2-month revision. So they look back the last couple of months and say, hey, sorry, we miscounted, and they either revise up or they revise down. So this time in this report here, they actually revised up the last 2 months by about 70,000. Okay, so last month alone, or what I should say is August, because that'd be the last report that we got, considering this one here that we just got right now today is the September report. The previous one before that would obviously be August, because we got that in early September, but they revised that from 143 up to 159. So, a little bit of a revision there, but the 2-month revision came in at about 70,000 higher. So they miscounted by 70,000 people over a 2-month period of time. I still don't get how they do that. It's kind of hard to miscount by that many people, but whatever, apparently they do it, okay? I don't know. I always find it to be very interesting. Like, how do you possibly miscount by that much? I could understand maybe like a few thousand, but like that many? I don't know. It just seems kind of funny, right? So anyway, that's another one. Now, another report another provision that we do get out of this report here as well is the labor participation rate. I always like to keep an eye on this one as well, because it gives us a glimpse into how many people are actually in the workforce right now, right? So it's at 62.7%. Now, it's been sitting at that level for quite a few months now, but basically what this is it gives a measure of those people between the ages of 16 and 60 who are basically of working age, right? I mean, obviously people people can work before that, and people can work beyond that. But this is just the age range that it encompasses. So 16 to 60, and it basically says what percentage of this population is working. Well, 62.7% of this population is working. That means that 37.3%, if I'm doing my math correctly, 37.3%. Sorry, I had to run the math really quickly in my head as I was talking there. 37.3%, yes, of the population between that age range is not working, okay? Now, is this good, bad, or indifferent? What does it mean? It's just an average. I mean, literally the 62.7% is actually pretty much in line with what it's been for quite a while. It does oscillate between like 62.4 and 62.8 or so. But it's been oscillating between these ranges for quite a long time. So I wouldn't really, get too concerned about that, but I just like to keep an eye on that one as well. It moves very, very slowly. That number, by the way, but I like to see, like, what are we doing? What's the trend on this? Because it gives us a much better glimpse into the overall trajectory of kind of the workforce and kind of where are we going, right? So anyway, does all this make sense? There you go, the non-farm payroll number, the one we get every single month. And again, I've put so much weight into this report because I believe, this is just my opinion on this one, I believe this is possibly one of the most important economic data points that we do get on a monthly basis because it just gives us a big overall picture of the economy. Now, obviously, we get all kinds of other reports out as well. We get inflation and all kinds of things, right? But that doesn't give us a big picture view of the economy. With the jobs, it does. The jobs report tells us a ton of information just by looking at it as far as what's going on with the overall health of the economy. Kind of makes sense? Now, one other quick side note, and then I'm going to let you go, which is this much. We have one more job report coming in on November 1st, which is a Friday. Friday, November 1st is the next job report. That's the last one we will get before the election. So that is going to be a pretty big one as well, right? So again, just want to throw that out there really quickly. No Federal Reserve meetings this month, but next month, November, we do have another Federal Reserve meeting, and they will certainly be taking this into consideration with their next approach. Are they going to cut again? Are they going to raise? What are they going to do? Don't know, right? So anyway, I'll keep you posted on this. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Please make sure to like the video down below. Thumbs up button. Subscribe down below as well. Totally free to do so. Big subscribe button. Otherwise, check out the other videos here on the channel. The thousands in the video library, about 5,000 there. I've hand-selected some very popular videos for you down below in the description or the top of the comment section. Check those out as well. Otherwise, right now showing up on your screen, you'll see some videos there. Thanks again. Really appreciate you. Have a nice day, and I'll catch you again later in there.